Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Wait tonight, better off. I'm gonna find my way tonight. Wait tonight, won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me?
This was wrong to say. I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass. Time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You see it through. You see it through. Yeah. You see it through. You see it through. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We gonna live forever, forever. The talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You see it through. You see it through. Yeah. You see it through. You see it through. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights.
Oh.
Six stinger either way.
Yeah, that was a six stinger. Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody to the Conquerors League, brought to you by Titan Esports. I am Raptor, joined again by Crims, and it looks like we're already through this draft already.
Yeah, spoilers, but you know what? That's okay. We don't have to go through the draft as it's happening right now. We're just gonna go ahead, reveal everything, and then bring it back later, because now you're gonna be like, wait a minute, what did they pick? I don't remember, because you thought it would be on the screen the whole time, but it wasn't. We got them.
It was me the entire time.
You think you know the draft, but do you now? Do you really? Okay, but I do remember it was definitely Karma first pick for the side of RDG, which makes a lot of sense. Karma is super strong, very, very overpowered in the mid lane. Is okay as support, let's be honest. We all know where Karma's gonna go, and she's just so good into everything in mid lane that you don't care that the enemy team knows where she's gonna go. So that is gonna be the first pick there. Varus gonna be removed. The very, very annoying Smolder is gone. If you don't play Senna, I do suggest a Smolder ban here, as well as some nice mid laners being removed from the Fraudulent 5. Now, Raptor, we have some extra information about the standings here, because I believe this is a pretty important game.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, for this game, this is a determiner for like, honestly, which one of them is getting to the playoffs, isn't it?
So this is the top of the standing. They're both 4-1 for Group B. And I believe, right. Yeah. Go ahead. Spill the deets.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong group. Group B, they're in second and third right now, but they are in a three-way tie for first. So if this goes, like, whoever wins this one is basically guaranteed locked in top two.
There we go.
Yeah. So
pretty big deal, and a pretty important game to have subs being played. I believe RDG top lane sub support Tom is also subbing, so Toast. I happen to know these players, so I can give you the down low on them as well.
Yeah.
On the other side, Fraudulent 5 Beanie, previous player of mine. Happy to see him in this league here. So Beanie going to be in the jungle position for the Fraudulent 5 versus Rubber Ducky Gaming here. And I mean, this is gonna be, it looks like it's building up to be quite a matchup today here, Raptor.
I think so, yeah. I mean, this is already exciting to see this lineup. I'm glad to see some more aggressive picking of Ahri. I think she's actually looking, with the recent patch, a little bit stronger. Senna, Tom Kench still going. Senna is still one of the strongest AD carries right now. Even though as a main of her, I cannot figure out what to do with her right now. But I'm honestly interested by this Karma first pick. I feel like Karma, while strong, using a first pick priority, especially with Senna being up. Like, I feel like that is, like, if you leave Senna up, you should be picking Senna.
So the thing about Karma is, if you're going to pick Karma and put it mid, you have to get a nice jungle combination. RDG say completely no to that strategy. They're going to go ahead, swap it down bot lane. I think we're going to have a Maokai. I mean, it could still be flex top, but it's looking like Maokai jungle here. And Maokai Ahri, not the strongest mid 2v2. They're going to be paired up into the Wukong Nico, which is going to be a lot stronger early game as well. And you are talking about the Senna pick, and it gets through with the Tom Kench as well. So they don't go for the Nautilus, they go for the Tom Kench. I don't see anything that's super dive, but it's still a very strong combo. I think Tom Kench makes more sense, but hey, Fraudulent 5 say they want to pick the TK instead of the Nautilus.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We see the Ashe Braum here, so this is going to be Karma top. They just pick straight down order, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Ashe and Braum is a good, I mean, that's a really good matchup. They synergize very well, besides obviously being from the same region. The slows, the CC, like, they bring a lot to the table, but I question its strength. I mean, like, yeah, there's the pick potential, but what are you picking exactly with the Ashe? Like, you're looking for picks, but you hit Senna with the arrow. Cool, Tom Kench eats her. You hit Tom Kench. Well, it's Tom Kench. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like the Ari and the Ashe are really flexing into the strength of Tom Kench, which is the pick denial. So I think that is
Yeah.
very interesting that they do pick that. A lot of single target CC, not good against Tom Kench.
Yeah. And as we get underway into the game, another thing I want to point out is this last pick from Fraudulent 5, the Scion. That's going to be very problematic. Like, this basically puts RDG on a timer. I mean, they're already on a timer with Senna, but it puts them on even more of a timer because as soon as Scion hits 3 or 4 items, they're not going to be able to kill it. Like, who's going to
It's
kill
not very
it?
often you get to 3 or 4 items before the game's decided. But in that case, you are right. The Scion's gonna be nigh unkillable. There's no tank killers. The best one being Ashe. There is true damage on Ari, but that's mostly for killing squishies. It's not for killing tanks. It does help out in the pinch. And with the Wukong as well, it will be tough to really get on top of the Senna plus the Tahm Kench. So you're right. When it comes to the straight front-to-back team fighting, the Scion's going to have a lot of strength in that kind of niche of League of Legends. However, with the Karma, that is going to be so much free pressure for about 20 minutes, I'm assuming, until Scion doesn't really care about tanking the Karma Qs and then just clears the waves. Ooh, early aggression here. Tom going to be a bit of trouble. Does take a trade, but I don't think gives over a soul.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna be so weird to get used to saying because his name's all question mark boxes on the stick.
Yeah, Tom, why did you do that to us?
Why you gotta do that, Naomi? I'm just gonna. I mean, it's just saying it's pre-prepping us for if he makes a questionable play. We've got the box question mark already going.
Maybe Tom's trying to hide his identity. Did I expose him?
You have exposed him. How could you? In front of his family.
In front of everyone.
Yeah, the Senna just poking back and forth. Lyric and Mojo. Joe is just kind of going at it. I think in the end, Senna wins that because she gets the stacks.
I was going to just say gun beats arrows. So
Gun does beat arrows. Unless your arrows are explosive, in which case I think the arrows win.
I guess the arrows can win if we're just shooting one at a time.
Yeah.
But, eventually Senna gets like a sniper.
That's true. That's true. And the railgun, the little railgun.
Ooh, level 2.
Jojo and Tom going in. They do hit Just Bubble, get the stun, force the flash out from the Tahm Kench. And just keep going back and forth trading. Meanwhile, on this top side, Andy, Chef, and Toast is just kind of back. It's just a poke, kind of poking back and forth. Though, I think Tark is getting a pretty good handle of this over Nate in the mid lane.
So, on the Nico, you're definitely going to win early, especially against the Ari. The Q damage is just too much to contend with. Not even a champion like Ari can get the early prio. Nico really the queen of early prio mid lane here. And yeah, you can just see the damage piling in. We're going to see if they could rotate this Ari. It's going to be tough, though, into the Nico. Because I don't really think they should be... With Maokai, I mean, maybe post 6 you can aim for some kills on Nico, but it's going to be tough with the ultimate as well, Nico's ultimate. So... It's a bit rough. They could blow her ultimate and then look for team fights. As long as they don't use the Maokai ultimate. I think that's the best option for mid 2v2. Otherwise, I mean, the Wukong Nico is just so strong.
Yeah, it is a very strong combination. I think an Azir would have been good here, but for those of you that aren't aware, Azir is currently banned in pro play and here in our league due to an invisibility bug with his ultimate. So... we're just unfortunately not going to get to that. Meanwhile, though, we do have a little bit of a skirmish breaking up down here in the bottom lane as Tom is looking for it. Oh, but here goes Beanie going in.
Oh, double knock up.
Air Mojo forced a flash, but he's going to get sniped down. Lyric flashes forward to secure the kill. Now Tom and Mist are on the run, but they're going to get rooted up. Tom is rooted, trying to run, forced a flash as well, but the flash from Beanie picks him up. It's going to be a double kill for Fraud 5.
All right, they get a nice lead in the bot side here. Something that you would typically see for the Ashe. Braum is going to flip for Fraudulent 5 here because of that well-timed gank by Beanie there.
Andy,
counter gank.
Andy might die right here.
I mean, he had
got
a
the
shield.
shield. Yeah, he got a shield.
I mean, it's hard for Karma to kill Scion unless Sion's like really messing up, but it's 100% free pressure, as you can see. Like, Sion
Yeah.
cannot do anything.
Yeah.
When the ult comes in, there's some angles for Sion to fight back because he is unstoppable. So he can't get rooted, but it's still pretty rough because, I mean, Karma is surprisingly tanky as a support mage top laner.
Yeah, and while she is tanky, she just does not scale very well into late game. So really needs to start getting more poke out, be more aggressive. Is currently down actually in CS over the Scion, so really needs to kind of slow that.
Needs to hit the CS practice, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it does need to hit the CS practice. I mean, this, like, we're looking at this Fraud 5 roster, and this is a roster entirely built around scale. Nico, while a good early game, is all about the scale. Senna, all about the scale. Sion, all about the scale. Like, this is a scaling comp, and so, but their early game outside of, like, the Wukong and a little bit of that Nico in the laning phase aren't very strong, so RDG really needs to be able to find some opportunities to get ahead right here, but I don't think this is going to be it because Beanie's looking for a gank.
Okay, Sion's 6.
Yeah, he is
There's a
6. He could
possibility.
get the ram. No, it looks like gonna just back off. Maybe they seem to be kind of hesitating on what to do around this right now. We're just gonna see how it goes in a moment. Actually, he's going for the grubs, so those are gonna go over to Fraud 5 as we get to start out with.
Oh, mid lane gank.
Yeah, there was a
And
mid lane
it
gank.
completely fizzles out. It's tough to gank Nico. What can we say?
Yeah, I mean, all these lanes are hard to gank. Now that Sion's 6, he's a difficult to gank. Ganking Senna, Tom Kench is just always asking for trouble. I do think this is a very difficult time for this lane, for the Maokai. Ooh, gonna see a root come in. Here comes
the stun!
Mist. Yeah, they do land the stun onto Just Bobo. They're gonna root him up as well. Mist is here. Just Bobo trying to get out. Is actually super tanky here. Mojo is taking a lot just to finish him. The shield is gonna come up, but it's not gonna... Oh, they do pick up 1 kill. Just Bobo is gonna pick up Mist. They're hunting him down. Titan's gonna pick up the kill there, but I do not think that was worth, especially now. Just Tark is here. Does get hit with the charm. This is gonna fizzle out, but that's actually the call for Fraud 5 to go to Dragon. They say, hey, we traded jungler for support. Let's take this bad boy down.
Yeah, nice call. Beanie not level 6 there, so if Beanie's level 6, you could go in if you wished. However, side, take the safer option, and we're gonna go ahead and take up this dragon uncontested. Yeah, Ari,
Ooh.
mate striker, not gonna really get anything there. I did not read that.
I did. It just explains the cloud buff. That's kind of cool. Look at that.
Oh, we got
the
some
slow-
fancy technology today, huh?
Yeah, the slow eye resist, you know.
You can tell who missed the team meeting.
We both did, I think.
Yeah, we both did. We definitely missed the team meeting.
That's okay. I love it. I love these fancy new graphics. This is what all that sponsor money pays for. The shiny stuff.
Hell yeah. Always appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll tell you more where that money comes from in a little bit as we see Lyric getting chased by Tyson and Mojo. Oh, yeah, they do land a pretty big root there, but just Bobo is going to pick him up. They're going to stay around. Lyric takes the big shield, gets exhausted, gets
Nice
knocking up on him. Tom trying to maybe get something. Mojo is on the hunt, is ghosting, looking for it, but just Bobo slays Tom there on the back, and now Lyric's got to run, gets the heal off. Is he going to get away? No, but will trade it back. Just Bobo picks up a double kill there for himself. And again, RDG tries to force onto the bot lane, and it just flips on its head against him.
Dude, the Senna Shroud saving Lyric, just preventing the auto attack from going through. I bet it's so frustrating playing against that, especially as a ranged AD carry.
Oh, yeah.
But just Bobo is so strong. 3-1 in 2 has the bombies, and as you can tell, is incredibly tanky. They went for the fasting Senna, and that gives you a huge bonus in skirmishing ability in the early game. They're using it very effectively, and if they try to go for Lyric, then the Tom Kench will kill you, as we saw right there. And they win 1 for 2. Lyric goes down, but Tom Kench now with the Sunfire Cape, 3-1-2, 300 gold bounty, is going to be tanky. I mean, was already tough enough to kill as is, now just going to be that much harder.
Yeah, he is an unbenched Kench for sure. It's a 2,000 gold lead right now for Fraud 5. These rubber duckies are going to really need to dig deep. They want to claw this back, especially with the scaling we talked about earlier. And I think a lot of it is going to be onus on it. Actually, I really don't know. I was going to say top lane, but it's Karma, so she's not going to scale any better than into Scion well. Ari is still struggling, keeping even, but not really able to find anything. It's where do you find anything? If you're the side of Rubber Ducky Gaming, where are you going to go? And we'll actually have to take a wait on that as Toast gets ganked. Beanie coming in, going to get rooted up, but is going to knock Toast up. Toast getting super low, and Beanie's going to pick up the kill. And it just goes from bad to worse for RDG.
Yeah, eventually this Scion's gonna have control of the lane. And the one strength we were looking for is going to fall. Hold up.
Arc forcing the ult, flashing forward there. Doesn't pick up Nate, but Nate going forward and is gonna pick up the kill. Burns the flash and the ignite. Beanie was looking for something, but the ults are coming through. The flash over the wall as well. Here comes
Charm.
Yeah, Charm. Is it gonna land? Does not. Is gonna be a shutdown though. Doesn't even matter. Raptors aren't gonna save this Wukong today. RDG claws a little bit back in, but still deep. It's a hole they're gonna have to take a bit to get out of.
Yeah, so they've kind of made like a side tunnel, which is the mid lane matchup here for Mate Striker. Ari up 2 kills. Toast still gonna be strong enough to deal with the Scion, as we can see here, especially when I'm imagining Malignant something comes through. I wonder if you go tier in this matchup, because the thing is you're gonna be so much stronger even with tier. You just stack tier, increase your scaling as well as your survivability with the Archangels. I'm just giving some ideas out. I'm not saying that's for sure what you do, but I think that's a good idea into the Scion matchup, because you're gonna win anyway.
I agree. And we were talking earlier, like right before that, all those fights broke out, about opportunities for RDG to get back into this game. It looks like mid lane is the call they're going to make. I mean, 2-0 on the RE now. This is a place you can play from an advantage with. Well, like you said, even the Karma is going to win the matchup. I mean, they are dead even right now, but is going to win it. So maybe going for more poke and wave clear, kind of forcing Scion to stay, either trying to match her, or even Nico, just forcing one of them to deal with her. She's never going to win the split push, but she can kind of force the way, but the ult Q. Just Bobo goes in onto Taitom. Taitom trying to run away. He's going to get the ult back, though. They are turning on Just Bobo. Mist is here. They could turn this around. But here comes Beanie going forward and instantly takes out Taitom. Force the flash for Mojo. Just Bobo going forward, too. Mist is kind of peeled off on the side there. Nate Striker is on the way down, and they are going to back off that. They smell something fishy in the water. And it's going to be, once again, the tables turned on RDG. Oh, the turntables.
Have the turn tables.
Yes, indeed.
Well, unfortunately for them, they're trying to make a play on their strong side of Fraudulent here. It's not going well. Ooh, 1 proc of the Heartsteel.
Yeah, that's...
I don't like going Heartsteel or even Grasp. Toast just giving him 3 stacks here.
He's just trying to be a tank. He's just trying to be beef. Toast,
Yeah,
I
but
do
like,
agree.
how many stacks of grass have been procced by this Scion?
Let's find out. If we can get an observer on what our stacks are counting on in this Maokai right now. What's he at?
How do we... I don't know if we can tell. This is unfortunate. Maybe press C. There it is.
we go.
So 500.
He's used it 9 times.
9 times.
And he's gotten
And
24
one
from
Heartsteel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Heartsteel just finished a moment ago, so not bad. I think that's still good. I mean, he's just trying to be a tank, and later on in the game, if they can force someone...
Ooh, Beanie's up here again.
Yeah, Beanie is up
All right,
here.
this will be another opportunity to get 2 stacks.
Yeah,
see.
reveals himself. They know where she's at. Going in for it, looking for it. The ult, not this time going to be needed. Andy Chef is going to smack him with the grasp. And now on the bottom side, Lyric being chased by Titan and Mojo.
Ooh.
Just barely misses. That's going to be unfortunate. But there is 4 down here. No one else really. They're going to go for this dragon. They know the jungler's on the top side. They're going to try to burn this down. But the rest of Fraud 5 has rotated down. Here comes Nico with a huge ultimate. Hits 2 with it. And is it going to be enough? No, is going to get slain. Mist going to pick up that kill. But here comes Beanie, Lyric, and Just Bobo trying to peel on the side here. Dragon going to go over to RDG. Ult coming through from the Senna. Just Bobo forced to dash out. Now Beanie is here, but does not decide to engage this fight. Just kind of sits there in the back. And It's gonna be Hexel this game. Beanie actually continuing the hunt, looking, gets hit by Mist, but does ult him up. Mist trying to get away, does jump to the Krugs. Oh, Beanie trying to pick him up, is gonna get him, gonna take him all the way down. Took a little summoners, but they do manage to secure the kill and get a little something out of that unfortunate situation with the Dragon.
Yeah, they felt a lot more confident when Ari left. Although everyone was quite low HP. A nice steal aid from RDG though, because honestly, I don't think that Dragon had their name on it, and so they kind of snuck that one away. Nice steal, as again, Andy Chef just having a tough time in this matchup. Understandable, but is up in CS, so credit where credit's due. The fact that you can be up in CS in this matchup is a good sign. On the bot side, they get first turret. I'm not going to call it first brick. Never liked that name. Ooh, a stack proc plus a full charged up Q, and that is half of Karma's HP. But guess what? She's just going to ult and chains and heal that all up. So
Yeah,
it's not a great feeling playing against her.
it is not. She's just really buying time right now. The Herald is getting taken over here nearby, so she knows she's safe just in case. Senna is rotating up though, so this might be a lane swap here. Herald is going to go over to the side of RDG. And despite their successes now, the gold lead has expanded. Oh wait, hang on, here comes Lyric looking for Toast, getting the slow, forcing the flash out of him. The root isn't gonna not land, but it won't even matter. Lyric just nukes him after the Scion touchdown.
Yeah, that was a nuke incoming right onto Toast.
Yeah, it
was
landed at the
spot
same time Scion did, so it just looked like the root exploding is what just destroyed her entire health bar. As another turret falls for Fraud 5.
Scion is a tactical missile, now that I think about it.
He is. Tactical Scion inbound.
Tactical side inbound is well, Fraudulent 5, they're picking up some turrets now, bot and top lane here.
Yeah,
And the Scion matchup, it's looking like it's about to flip.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we were saying, like, Karma needed to get the lead. Didn't really get the lead she needed. She's down in CS by about almost 20, actually at exactly 25. So you're not going to kill Scion anymore. This is over. Like, your game is over, Toast. You don't get to kill the Scion at all anymore.
I mean, so the Karma was supposed to hold down the Scion. Did do that. Absorb some pressure, but it's the rest of the map that didn't win here. The bot lane, if you pick Braum Ashe, you are supposed to dumpster the lane into a melee support. And they just weren't able to get that together. So the whole game plan fell apart like 10 minutes ago here. And so, well, yes, Toast is not doing a great job, but what about the rest of the map?
Oh, no, the whole map is doing bad. I'm just saying, for Toast doesn't get to really do anything anymore because the rest of the team could scale. Karma doesn't get to scale Karma. Karma just gets to sit there and try to clear waves as quick as she can and hope Scion doesn't just decide to sit there forever. Oh, but Mojo getting just run down by Lyric, shot after shot. Ty Tom is going to hit the ult to try to save the AD carry. But now on the bottom side, Ari getting picked up. Nate Striker getting knocked up, forced to dash away. Beanie looking for him, gets another knock up and is going to pick up the kill. Yeah, forcing the flash. But Nate Striker also flashed too, so a flash for a flash and a kill. 6,000 gold lead almost for the side of Fraud 5. And probably will be after they take this turret. Miss trying to stop it though. Gonna give some more stacks. What's the Senna stat counter at right now? I gotta...
And also, fun fact about Senna's auto attack is it's not a missile. Yeah. So 79. Actually, this is very much on time for Senna. Just needs 100 at 20, so this is a great Senna game. But yeah, her autos don't count as a missile. So guess who is not able to block the damage here, Raptor?
Braum.
Braum. And also works on Yasuo. It's like one of my favorite things to pick into Yasuo.
Yeah, it's funny.
The wind wall does not do anything. It's like the Vlad Q situation here.
It's like a Xerath Q too. Xerath Q also blocks.
Andy Chef doing a very, very classic BM move of I'm just going to sit in your damage and act like it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah, I told you, man. He's never gonna kill him. Like, just really does not care. Just so tanky right now. Oh, here comes Miss. So maybe a little bit of damage, but Toast is just eating it right now. Scion
Ghost out of there. See ya.
Gonna Ghost. He's actually gonna go back. He's just taunting them at this point.
I mean, there's no point in Miss ganking up here. No, it's a waste of time. I mean, it's not worth the effort.
Yeah, I mean, they lose the dragon over it. Like, they're gone over there. Oh, wait. That is going to be the bird missing them. Do spot it out. They're going to drop this herald. They're just going to give up the dragon and go for this mid lane turret, try to knock it over. But they don't get to do the kind of charge that they were looking for. That is going to be the chem tech.
Oh!
Oh, and Tart going forward. Huge 4-man ult coming out from there. Beanie goes in as well, trying to get those ults off. But he's going to get rooted up. Mist managing to push them all back. Mojo getting Lyric low. Everyone going to back off from Fraud 5. I don't think they were really planning to follow up on Dark's ultimate. Dark got a little jumpy there.
And no one died.
No one dies.
Unfortunate, actually. RDG, despite how good the Tark 4-man ult and flashy was, wasn't. It only led up to a little bit of a follow-up from Beanie, but didn't want to just be tanking turret shots in that fight, understandably so. And so RDG, I mean, that could have been a fight to get back into the game, but also it is quite risky to be going for a full 5v5 in the mid lane right now. Oh wow, yeah. That Ashe is just tickling.
Yeah. He's like
You can barely see it doing damage.
Oh yeah, but I mean, after a while, it does start to stack up. Just Bobo is down to a quarter health. Finally, it'll take a little bit of time, but meanwhile, Andy Chef just keeps pushing away on the top side. Here comes Mist, looking for something, gonna block the ult out. Andy just gonna casually walk away. He's so beefy. This is. Art Steel stacks, there we go. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna farm minions here. The rest of this does not matter. These are my minions.
I mean, they will do enough damage eventually.
Yeah, they will eventually kill him. He did stop focusing him, but he has just got. How long did that take? Like 15 seconds?
It takes a long time, but they do win, and they are full HP. So Sion effectively did no damage. It's just it's just very unfun for everyone involved.
It is. It's just this wet noodle fight, and you're just waiting for one of the noodles just to bend slightly. You're like, ha ha.
Wilt.
The wilt.
Yeah,
You ever got those, like, you know, when you get a pool noodle that kids have like just like used way too much and it's like bent in the middle, it doesn't like hold its shape well.
And whenever like it comes to a noodle fight, like everyone doesn't go for that one.
Yeah, that's basically what that was to watch. That was the same thing. It was sad, it was slow, and it was unfun. But I mean, if it gets a win, fun can be had as Just Bobo goes back in. Isn't going to hit. Beanie will. Going to knock up Mojo. Mojo going to go down. Beanie going on a rampage. You're looking for Ty Tom. The root going to land from Lyric onto him, but it's not going to be enough. There's a very quick gank. It looked like Just Bobo was going to be the initiation, but it was just a bait. As Beanie goes back and finds Ty Tom here on the side. They does spot the other two there. They don't want to take all of them. There is a lot of shields, a lot of beefiness between these three. The one saving grace for RDG. They've got a lot of beef. They just need to save Mojo.
Well, it looks like they were going to go for a Baron bait there. They eventually pull off. I mean, they could just win any fight, so...
Yeah, I think they're just
they could have just committed, to be honest.
They're looking to force one possibly, but nothing quite landing there. They kind of just jockey back and forth. We do see the Nico here on the side, the fake Beanie. I don't think
fake Beanie.
Fake Beanie, definitely not Beanie.
Definitely not Beanie, exactly. As it looks like RDG are gonna try to back here. Their wave situation is not good. They're just being shoved in on all sides here. They're trapped under their turrets. They're being put in tempo jail, essentially. As okay, here we go, round 2. This time, Krennic return.
Yeah, does have more MR. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo begins. Andy Chef deciding he wants to actually fight them this time.
How long is this gonna take?
I think this should be at the 30. So we're at 38, 39, 10 seconds in. The fight's still going. No one's even near death, but Beanie's coming to maybe pick one up. Going in, looking for the hit, but only gonna get one slap onto Mist. And a 20-second fight leads to nothing.
Yeah.
Literally
I feel like Toast should have built like Leandri's or something. You gotta cut through. You gotta get through this HP bar.
I see her auto-attacking a lot. At this point, just build Bork. At least you'll do something.
I was thinking about like, what if you go Hexplate?
Oh yeah, that would also be good. Ooh, Tark doing a lot of damage to Mate Strike. These two have just been kind of chilling here on the side lane, farming, and oh, got more farming. Oh, man, I gotta see what Andy's like auto is on.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot on that turret. He just needs to just keep getting the minion wave forward, and he's gonna eventually take it at this rate. Meanwhile, though, in the mid lane, the siege on this outer turret is still going. It's the last one. They do not want to give it up. They really want to hold on to it and keep a little control around this mid lane. But it might cost them this dragon here, as vision has been established, Scuttle has been claimed. Now Mojo and the squad are trying to keep Lyric and Bobo away from this bottom side. They don't want to let them get over there and start up this dragon. They're keeping good eye on it. They have the Karma teleport, but there is one from Andy as well to match it if he really wants. But they do need to be careful. I think they also need to be careful here too. Like if they lose one member and Toast is forced to teleport to make it a 4v4, Andy doesn't have to leave and can honestly, with just one wave, probably just shred through to an inhibitor.
And more like demolish.
Yeah.
Oh, a catch.
Yeah, catch onto Tark. Tark trying to run away. The arrow landing, the ult landing from the Maokai.
Trying to pick.
I mean, the Braum is going to get a Maokai ult coming through as well. It's going to be a chase onto Lyric. Lyric forced to cleanse. Is trying to be picked up by Boba, but is going to go down a double kill. Going over to Nate Striker. And RDG finds the fight. I think they found some dragon, but Beanie is still here. Chef and Bobo are as well. The beef squad is around. Beanie going forward, looking for something right here. Goes right in onto Toast. Toast forced a flash over the wall. They're looking for Nate Striker. Meanwhile, though, just Bobo and Beanie trying to 2v4 here on the side. Here comes the Scion. Just Bobo eats up onto Beanie. Beanie going forward is going to finally take out Toast. Goes unstoppable. Is knocked out of the fight. Meanwhile, Andy Chef just buying everything he wants over here in the kitchen sink, getting thrown at him. Andy Chef gonna pick up a kill, possibly. Beanie looking for Mojo here. The ult coming from the center who spawns. Lyric actually gonna steal that one from downtown. Just Bo goes on a killing spree onto the Ash. Now Mist.
Beanie's alive!
Yeah, Beanie flashes to get out there. It's just Mist standing. And what looked like a good pick from RDG just turns into a rout. We were saying they can't kill these tanks without really, only Ash can really hurt them. Oh, not even Ash can hurt them at this point. My God, look at they're both basically full health.
Yeah, there's just too much tankiness here.
Andy does so much to the turret.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, so it was looking like a really good pick from RDG to get them back into the game. Just couldn't kill the rest of Fraudulent 5. And now it looks like they're going to turn their sights onto the Baron. I mean, they don't have to care about dragons. They could just get the Baron and the game.
Yeah.
So I think this is a worthwhile attempt here. They still have Scion up, who probably has a decent chunk of money. Beanie's back already with a huge gold bounty. And now they're going to walk right into Andy. And that's not what they want to do.
Yeah, Typhon is here, forced to burn the ult. That's 2 ults down. Now just Bobo goes in on the Mist. The ult from Tark. Oh, Mist gets out of it, though. He's trying to see if he can steal this dragon. Is he going to get it in time? He's not. Lyric's going to take him. He's going to go down, and Fraud 5 is going to secure the Baron. Now everyone from RDG is on the run. Tytom is going to be the sacrifice, probably. Is going to finally fall. Beanie going forward, though, looking for Mojo. Dodges Nate Striker on that taunt, and now Andy is coming in. Misses the ult, but is so tanky it doesn't even matter. And they're just gonna walk. Actually, they're just gonna kind of siege up this mid lane a bit and go for the dragon at the same time. They've just got every point on the map. They're just winning. This is just, it feels almost inevitable at this point RGG is done, which I always hate to say for a team, but I mean, look at that damage from the turret.
Yeah, I think the Baron might just be the death knell that Fraudulent are looking for. And that RDG are fearful of here. The Ahri just doesn't cut through tanks. The Ashe has been completely sent behind. Cannot do enough damage to kill these tanks. Okay, third attempt onto the Scion. No ultimates.
No ultimate this time. Even beefier still. Okay, they broke the first shield. They broke the second. Okay. Can they take him down? It takes 4 people to fight him. We're 10 seconds into this fight right now. Oh, here comes the shield. Another shield for Andy Chef as the Scion decides to ult in. It's a huge 3-man ult. Tark takes 1 kill on the Nate Striker. There's another 3-man ult from there. Lyric's going to pick up the kill onto the Karma. Miss trying to ult, trying to get away, but is eventually going to fall a double kill for Tark.
I don't think RDG thought they were able to. I don't believe it.
Andy's still alive.
Oh, barely survives from the center. Why would you attempt to kill a tank like that without your AD carry? I don't know.
I thought they said. I think they literally were
I think
throwing
they're
the
just
kitchen
like,
sink. They're like,
yeah,
"Please,
they're just like saying,
kill
yeah,
him."
we ball. We're just like, we ball.
Yeah, they're
And
going
then,
in. The Mojo, the last line of defense for RDG is gonna fall. It's just Ty Tom versus the world here, and I think Fraud 5 are gonna pick up this game unless they can't end it quick enough. Nate Striker is up soon, so is Mist, but they don't have their tank shredder, so I don't think it's gonna matter. The Nexus is going to fall as Fraud 5 looks to pick up some extra kills here on the backfield. A little bit silly. Just Bobo's gonna end it, and that's gonna be game number 1 to Fraud 5.
all right, Fraud 5 gonna be picking up. This is a replay earlier of when we when we tuned in for the first time. Fraud 5 picking that up. It was quite the dominant game. I think the draft overall was in their favor. They got what they wanted bot lane. They didn't. They got more than what they wanted bot lane. They knew the Scion wasn't going to do anything till later. Just held strong on Andy and was able to completely dominate the mid game. Beanie got super fed as well. So, I mean, what else is there? I mean, Fraudulent 5 got everything they could ask for. They got nice dragon stacks. They got a super strong unkillable Scion. And it just looked unwinnable after that 20-minute mark.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they do to, adjust for this next game. I think definitely you should probably ban out the Scion if you're not building a lot of tank shredding. But we'll find out when game number 2 starts right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing. 'Cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass. Time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
Talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You'll see it through. You'll see it through. Eh. You'll see it through. You'll see it through. We're gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We're gonna live forever, talking to myself and I can't focus. Yeah, I'm broken. The door is closing. Wanna be a part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. Oh, seeing the stars reminds me of you. Oh, oh, oh. You left me with scars, but I know that one day you'll see it through. You see it through. You see it through. Eh. You see it through. You see it through. We're gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife. We're gonna live forever, forever. The afterlife.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. I'll see the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time. Buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to game number 2, Fraud 5 versus Rubber Ducky Gaming.
No replay that time. This is live.
This is live, baby. We're live from New York. It's Saturday night. It's Wednesday night.
It's Wednesday.
But we're getting right into this draft here as RDG, seeing if they can come up with some new draft ideas after the slamming they got in game number 1. I haven't seen not seeing any adaptation yet, but let's see if they make any changes with what they're banning to start with.
Yeah, so obviously it flips sides, so that's changing the bans already. We can see Yone, Diana, as well. Karma ban, is it in the works? We're gonna see. Nocturne. Apparently, the picture for Nocturne doesn't work. Oh no, they missed the ban. So we have just the text Nocturne. Nice.
That's
As
like
we-
actual Nocturne. Take the lights out. man.
yeah, actually, darkness is just Nocturne. All right, so they mispicked Viego. Never mind.
Yeah.
So they cleared that up. Smolder is not going to be here. That was also a ban from the first one. There's the Senna. Doesn't make sense unless. So this is they're in your kind of path of thought here, Raptor. They say, hey, we don't care about karma. Give us the Senna. They're going to go with a more team fight oriented AD carry in the Jinx here. So I want to see from RDG a comp that can front to back. They're going to take away the Tom Kench. This makes a lot of sense if they R3 Vi. If they don't R3 Vi, I have no idea what you're doing. Beanie going to pick the Wukong, blinded it first round, going to blind it again. Also happens to be good into Vi as well. So this begs the question, RDG, you've set up a Vi pick, you've taken away the Tom Kench. There's that very, very vulnerable Senna that you can just ult onto. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, let's see what they can do here with that. Their RE pick. You know, hopefully it goes better for them. The Yasuo coming through, but we did say last game, what does Yasuo win while not block? Senna Q or auto attack. So
Yeah, it doesn't block Senna. So
yeah, this is not gonna block except her ult. So let's see how that goes. I'm interested to see how. Obviously, we won't see that till mid game or gank because it's gonna be Tom Kench, Jinx bot lane. But this also means that they're a little off on what they've picked. We've got mid and jungle, unless that is bot Wukong. Wukong Senna was a thing for a little bit. I expect that's jungle given Beanie's performance last game, but that means that no jungle for the side of RDG to start this out. But Fraud 5 not taking advantage of that. They're still just going to ban out top laners. And the support bans coming through from RDG and the Maokai, make sure they don't get that either. That would be quite the nuisance.
yeah, they could pick Gragas here, something like that. Makes sense into the Senna and Wukong, not so much the Ashe, but combos with the Yasuo. Otherwise, I don't know, Sedge. Okay, so they go with the Vi because it wasn't banned. Yeah, so they get the Vi, get what they wanted. Support pick becomes incredibly interesting for Fraud 5 because Maokai's gone, Nautilus is gone. Who are you going to pair? Cho'Gath?
I
guess Cho'Gath's the last one.
Take Lulu.
Lulu, Senna. I'm not a believer.
I still
you have to convince me.
Okay, so my logic is
Or Seraphine.
Seraphine could be good too. My logic was okay, they're going with Rel. Okay.
Okay.
That works. Rel's good initiator. I think they have quite enough initiation, so I'm not sure if they really need that. But she has decent peel. So the pick right there, though, if it is farming Rel, that becomes a lot more annoying. Or hang on, hear me out. This
It's
could
just
be
farming Senna.
Rel jungle with Wukong in the bot lane farming.
Oh, that is interesting.
That
But
could
I'm
be
going to
it.
say it's going to be Rel bot lane and farming Senna. So we're going to go two different routes on this one. Maybe we should put some money. Maybe in the chat we can lay some. Can we do side bets? Can we do side betting? Is that a thing? I don't know. We'll see if North can do it. Who is going to be in bot lane with this Senna? Maybe we can get that going. That'd be very fun. Other than that, we have a Vi Yasuo lane. So that's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be very hard to get away if these champions are together because that is a guaranteed ultimate combo from the Yasuo and the Vi onto one target. And the only form of peel they have is the Cassante shield. I don't know what it's called. Plus the Wukong ultimate. So there is peel. It's there. They could potentially stop some engage, but there's no way they can stop the Vi ultimate plus the Yasuo ultimate combo. Unstoppable.
Yeah, it's a good draft. Definitely a big change in draft from where RDG was last game. I think it's because, they did probably use our wonderful sponsor for this stream. You know them, you love them. It's Pro Comps. Ooh, we got a shiny new graphic from them too. That's the best thing to see. For those of you that don't know, or for those of you been watching, you've heard us, us talk about it. we love pro comps, and we really appreciate them sponsoring the stream. Pro comps is a tool that lets you really up your drafting game, especially in a competitive environment. Gives you champion pool creations you can do with your team, lets you make custom tier lists, even lets you kind of get some feedback on when you're picking and banning. Like, hey, this is what the enemy team is building. This is what they could pick. Hey, this is some things that we would recommend that you should pick based on what your opponents are picking. So it even has ban suggestions. Like, it's such a great tool to really step up your game. And best part, 100% free. So click on the link down on the stream or go to procomps.gg and give it a try today. You know, let us know what you think. We'd love to hear your feedback on it. But with that out of the way, let's get on into game. For game number 2, it's Fraud 5 versus Rubber Ducky Gaming.
All right, lovely ad read there, and as you always say, we love our sponsors here. So, extra shout out to Pro Comps from me as well. It looks like here, from the side of Rubber Ducky Gaming, I did think about it because the bans did change. Plus, we also had some new picks. The subs are out, and the regular starters are in for game number 2.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. You know, we need everyone back in for this game. The full starting squad is. Oh, they're already getting pushed out. RDG getting a little pushed out there. Some aggression already coming up from the side of Fraud 5 as they're pushing into this top side jungle. They really want to assert early vision control. It's good to know where Vi is. She does have a lot of early gank pressure, especially with the Q. So we'll have to see. The exhaust taken from the Yasuo, so he's not expecting to do a lot in lane. And is more expecting he's going to need some survival even when he ults in onto people, which I mean makes sense. Like, Vi only knocks up one person.
I don't know about the exhaust. I'm thinking about it. I'm not a big fan. Maybe TP's better or Ignite if you really want to get kills in lane. The only one you would potentially exhaust is Sedna and or Wukong. And I'm not seeing the value here, but Pain thinks this is the way to go, and that's just the angle they're going to take here. As we have a very aggressive positioning from Ordaro.
Yeah, Ordaro getting up there with Angel, their bot lane back in on this. Like, literally, this is like an entire roster swap for RPG. Like, this is the entire.
They have a huge roster, so, and they have multiple teams, so they're just flexing their strength as an organization here.
That's I mean, it makes it hard though, really, to like judge. Like, okay, are we like what's gonna change? Like, this is basically like it's like almost like the first game didn't even matter. Like, this is a whole new starting over, a best of 2. Our first one to get to 2 wins overall with a 1-win handy.
I mean, the thing is, Raptor, you do that when like the game doesn't matter, but there were stakes on that game 1. So
yeah, there were indeed stakes. So we'll have to see if this new roster can really put it all together here. So far, they've been holding their own, nothing crazy going on. They are taking quite a bit of poke though, so we'll have to wait. I think level 4 or 5 we'll start seeing some aggressive plays.
Here, taking a beating, but gets the push in. Console is padding downwards here. Looks like Beanie's just a little bit faster. And this bot lane looking like it's going to be the nexus for action in about a minute 30 or so.
You know what I'm not seeing? Like, I know people say AD carries are in a weak position, but you know what I'm surprised I don't see? I'm not seeing as much given that, like, how relevant tanks are becoming for people. Where's the Kog'Maw?
So, Kog'Maw probably is just too weak in lane. I mean, he's immobile. He does get range, but it's scaling range.
That's fair.
He takes too long to get online, even though he's non-crit AD carry. I agree.
Wait, scaling range? His range is set once he gets W.
Yeah, but he has to level up his W.
Well, yeah, but it's once you level it up once, you don't get any more range on it. It's just the base range on it.
You know, they've changed Kog'Maw. He hasn't been meta in so long that
I love playing Kog'Maw. I actually played him recently into a game with a lot of like a pretty meta comp. Honestly, it was really underrated. Especially with all these new AD carry items that are less crit focused and more on hit focused.
Yeah, but they gutted Blade of the Rune King.
Oh,
so they gutted Blade of the Rune King, so that's probably a huge factor.
I know. I'm a Kog'Maw simp, so I'm just gonna simp for Kog'Maw here. Bring back the Doge. Bring back the protected Juggermonks.
I mean, you know, like no one's building Gwynblues either. So I think those items are just gutted. So that's probably the biggest reason why Kog'Maw is not around. So unfortunate. I mean, the crit 80 carries suck. The on-hit 80 carries are. It's literally just Kaisa, maybe Varus. So, but they have hybrid builds. So, yeah.
I mean, he's getting some changes in the patch at least, so that's good. I mean, he's got his. They're not, I don't think they're major changes, but they should make it a little bit easier to play him at least, which would be nice. But back to our game at hand. Still dead even, just kind of casually farming. Very casual gameplay here. We do love ourselves some cash.
Yeah, nothing crazy's going on. Everyone's just laning. This is, I guess no one wants to toss the game in the first few minutes. Now it makes that first blood stake so much more, you know, anxious.
Yeah, the longer it goes,
Nerve-inducing.
the higher the tension gets. So unnerving. Lyric gonna take a poke there, stop the back. Ooh,
Oh!
just Bobo though, failing the W, but he's gonna walk out thanks to the chomps. Jinx, Tom Henge, not. I mean, it makes a lot of
That's
sense.
an older combo, but it checks
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's one you don't see that much anymore. You don't see a lot of these like late game hyper carries really anymore, except for Senna. Everyone picking the poke champ, like these late game auto attackers. Like you don't see them as much. You see poke champions. Lots of Varus.
Yeah, I mean, Zeri's coming back. Not the crit Zeri, but Zeri's coming back.
I would
TF
rather-
is TF's actually pretty strong, but
I'd rather Zeri not be a champion, but that's just me.
I am also in the boat of Zeri not being champion, and I think part of the reason is the league we played in, as that champion was brutally abused in that league. But yeah, I don't like Zeri as a champion either. They should just do a full re-kit on this baby carry, to be honest. But I guess they're never going to do that. No.
Never.
Too
Never will we get that. I mean, you never know. You got it for Yumi, as Cloud Buff is going to go over to the side of RDG. Or, again, the fancy new graphic. Always a pleasure to watch. And Dragons are stacking. You know, just based on where we are so far in this game, like, it's still dead even. But I feel like this is feeling much better from RDG as opposed to less great from Fraud 5. Like it feels, I mean, obviously it's a whole new lineup, but it feels more coordinated. It feels more like calm and less like jumpy, which I'm liking. You know, at this point in the game last time, we already had like 5 kills.
Yeah, it was quite a bloody game the first time around, especially in that bot side, just fighting non-stop. But this time we're getting the slow, paced out game here. I mean, it is a Jinx, Tom Kench bot lane, so there's only so much aggression that you can do as well. And top side is also Cassante versus Garen, so I think the matchups are also contributing to this factor. But of course, it is also the players.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, these also are safer champions, like you said. But Karma, and, I mean, Garen Cassante is just a butter knife fight for a while. Our RDG, they do see a couple people coming down here. Tark has roamed down. Beanie is, he was spotted, but back up now too. They were looking for something there. There are Fraud 5 now going, okay, we've had enough time just to chill. Everyone's starting to get sick. Time to start finding opportunities. Find fights, find positions to take that we can get advantages on. You see already Consul Diana is up here on the top side looking for a gank opportunity onto Andy Chef. Oh, is spotted out. Here comes the Vi. Oh, is going to get him. Goes unstoppable. Double ult there from the side of RDG. Make that a third as first blood goes over to Budapard. He takes the ult. But now they know there's 3 up here. This could be the call. Beanie is not spotted this time. Just Bobo looking for an opportunity. It is not going to get Angel. Is slowed way too much there. So not able to make a rebuttal across the map.
Yeah, they don't find that cross map play. And it is RDG who are also going to take 3, count them. Sorry, 2 plates. 3 left on that turret. As Dupart is going to say, yep, money please, thank you. Gets the first blood kill, gets the plates. This should be a pretty sizable gold lead. And in fact, I might even venture to say the entire gold lead being mostly in Dupart's game.
Yeah, oh, Bobo, look
Nice
at
eat.
Yeah, misses the W, but still gonna get the hit onto them. They're trying to get Ordoro. Beanie getting really low here. And the squad's
Can't
gonna have
find
to
a kill.
back out. Yeah, they had to burn 3. Oh, they
Oh,
might
Tark!
get one. Tark almost had it. Looking for the kill. Is gonna pick it up. Makes this dive at least worth something here, as they are gonna get a double kill too. Tark gonna pick up 2. The dive was not completely. I mean, it gives them something, but they did. You spend a lot to get it.
Okay, so the story told 1,000 times. Top lane lead versus bot lane lead. Who will win? We know that this usually goes in the favor of the bot lane. We'll see if that does play out today here. But both teams now having a strength in the game, which in my opinion makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I agree. And the CS difference, like it's still even gold. There's a bigger CS difference in the mid lane than elsewhere, but
Oh, that's just the double kill, but you're right.
yeah, it's double kill, but also those plates. Like there hasn't been a single plate taken from RDG on the bottom side. I guess they did take the other plates, as Beanie looking for a gank opportunity here onto the Garen. Not gonna get anything out of it. Vudapard coming up. Here comes the Void as well. And Pain, he has come by, gets the ult. I'm surprised she actually saw him there, and they're gonna pick up the kill onto Beanie. 1-0 trade and grubs. Well, at least one grub for the side of
Okay, Tarkin trying to
team
get
up.
defense
Tark
here.
is here looking for Vudapard. Vudapard first to flash to get out of that one. And he's staying
playing with
around.
fire.
Doesn't know he's on a ward, so maybe not the place to stand and try to hold them off. I guess trying to stop them from getting to the grubs, as they are gonna go down. I think, is that 6 grubs for the side of
Nope,
RDG?
3 and 3.
Okay, there's 3 and 3.
Yeah, if they got 6 grubs, that'd be a very good start for them, because this Garen split pushing monster into the Cassante needs time to scale, but eventually we'll get there. I'm gonna have to throw a question mark ping at the build for now, but if Dupart does not die here,
Yeah, he might. I mean, he gets hit by the ult from the Cassante. Cassante just was berserk there and shreds him to pieces. And it's going to be a 1-on-1 solo kill for the top laner of Frog 5.
Cassante just went all out there, picked up the kill, and Dupart no response. So that lead that they got going in topside is going to be diminished quite a bit.
Yeah, Vision
And-
clearing here.
okay.
Bobo looking for him, but they didn't see Beanie. Beanie coming in. They're going right in on to Ordaro. But now it's
Bobo?
around here. Here comes a really big ult from Bobo. Angel just on the side, just poking him out. Tark is coming, but here comes
Dupart!
Oh, they do manage to get Diana down there on the side. Meanwhile, the Ordaro trying to pick up Angel, but is gonna fall in the process. Vudapard is here, but by himself. I don't think he can take 5, and is going to fall. The ult does not even hurt him. Ooh, and Tark blocking the ult for Bobo. What a champion! What a friend that is. Big.
So
plays
Dupart
there.
TP's bot side does not get a kill from the flank, and it just all goes to hell right there, Raptor. And what looked like could have been an interesting angle from RDG is going to completely collapse. They're going to lose their bot turret. There's a bunch of plays going over. Lyric on the farming Senna is going to be able to pick up a lot of gold here. And now it looks like Fraudulent 5 again find themselves in a significant lead in the mid game.
Yeah, I think the lesson here is RDG. Do not, for every team, don't take the first dragon from Fraud 5. They will come around and shred you to pieces later on. It's judgment, and we have something going on there. That was interesting looking. Anyways, game now 2,000 gold lead for Fraud 5 again in this now in first time in this game. 6-2 in kills, and looking in a pretty solid position. Kills spread out around the team. It's always good to see. But RDG isn't out of this yet. And they have been building a pretty solid lead up in the mid lane there with Pain, who's now top.
Yeah, Pain, mid laner in the top lane. Into the Cassante. I'm not sure if that's a winning matchup.
I don't think it is.
At least for
it-
now.
Yeah, I mean, like, because if you ult him, like, you're just on top of where Cassante wants you, and then he ults, and then the armor and shred's not going to matter because he's already dropped his armor and MR. To punch you with this giant.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, Cassante probably can't eventually do enough damage. Yeah, all out.
Yeah, but you are
It's-
seeing he's not like Yasuo's hit that a couple times. Good tornado.
I mean,
win.
he also is unstoppable, right? Like as you're
Yeah.
saying, so he could prevent getting knocked up into the
Yeah.
Yasuo combo in the first place. So it probably is a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, it probably is, and I've seen him hit a couple of the knockups already, but not follow up. I think this is a worry. I mean, he's got plated steel caps, he's got the Sunfire cape. It's a little bit hard to deal with him right now, even with the Kraken Slayer and the armor pen from the ultimate. But down on this bottom side, Tark is just kind of having his way with Budapar.
You're saying Tariq to my ears. And I was like, oh, Tariq's in this game. Whoa!
Oh,
Made
no.
the transition from CS:GO. Now he's here in the Conqueror League.
Yeah, mid
Oh my lyric!
here. Oh, huge engaged right there from Bobo, but they are going to get out. The continued push, though. Beanie came in looking for a play right there. So we just jump down to Budapar getting, once again, just kind of pushed by Tark. I think it's how I say the R and the Q. It just adds an "eh" sound to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're saying it. I just say to my ears here.
Oh, no, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't.
As we have the second charge. Oh, right into the chompers, but with
Yeah.
that really fat shield, nothing's gonna happen there. Wait, does the Rift give you a shield when you pop out of it?
I'm actually not too sure. I haven't used it too. Oh, yes,
Okay,
yes,
well,
it does.
production just says yeah, so I'm just gonna say okay. That is how it works. Was
Listen,
not aware.
I play support and AD carry. I don't really get to ever use the arrow.
I mean, honestly, the charge thing from the Rift Herald isn't that good. Oh, that's a mischarm.
Yeah, it is a mischarm. Diana going over, though. Oh, might still die. Tark is going to pick up the kill. Goes on a killing spree. The ult just barely not finishing him off. Kane ulting in the mid, on the bottom side here, trying to stop Andy Chef, but Andy is just running him down. He doesn't even
He's got the ghost.
He's got the ghost. Payne is trying to run, but he will not get away. The ult coming down. The shield, though, is not enough. Tank versus carry. Tank wins.
Yeah, so it is a good matchup for the Desante, confirmed. If depending on how that's played, wouldn't even be close for Pain. So it was a nice attempt at that Yasuo. Yeah, it's just not gonna work out. Is Kraken the first item you go on Yasuo? Is that the build? Is that correct?
I thought it was static. Oh no, was it not static? What's that other, the new one?
I was trying to think of. Oh, what? Fan? I thought you were gonna say Phantom Dancer, but I don't know. Sure.
No, the other item that came out this season,
Stormraiser?
Stormraiser was already. Yes, that one.
Oh, Terminus first.
No, not Terminus. Sorry, not Terminus. I misheard you. No. Why can't I this item?
There's
I keep waiting to call it
Stormraiser.
Static Shiv because it does the same thing. Static
There's
Shiv.
there is Static Shiv. Isn't it called Static Shiv? There's Stormraiser. There's Rapid Fire Cannon, which actually is not a Rapid Fire Cannon. Just
I'm gonna.
leave that.
We're gonna find out.
All right. As Raptor is going to confuse us, we see here Andy Chef. Oh my! Eventually Garen wins this. I swear.
Yeah,
I swear.
I don't know what eventually this is gonna be for Budapart. That eventually is gonna be him dead.
It's just not a close matchup there. Definitely needs to go like a Black Cleaver or something soon, as that is not a blue buff being stolen away here.
No,
Both of these
it's
teams jockeying for
not.
position.
It's engaged on by Beanie. Gonna just get torn to pieces. Park gonna pick up the kill. Just Bobo getting a big ult there and stun onto Pain. Ordaro trying to pick him up, but is gonna get taunted back. Gonna get channeling and is gonna still die. Beanie goes on a killing spree there. And that's going to be the call for the Dragon. That is going to be Ocean Dragon going over to the side of Fraud 5 pretty easily. And
Yeah, I
oh,
mean,
you are right. It is Static Shiv. I don't. You know what it is? I keep thinking of the one in TFT where it's still there. It is Static Shiv. I'm dumb.
so yeah, you need to stop playing too. So
It's too ridiculous.
the Wukong from Beanie here is preventing Console Diana from getting out, and it's working very effectively. So the pick comp, despite the fact that there is a Tom Kench, is completely online, getting picks left and right, getting all these objectives for free, and of course Andy Chef, who's like MVP material here as well for the top lane,
Yeah.
just showing up today. And I mean, of course, Beanie and Tark get a shout out, but it does look like Andy Chef is just that top diff material.
Yeah, and Lyric, I also say that the bot lane of Fraud 5 is also having a great game. Yes, it's not as good as last time. We saw Lyric only right just a moment ago only at 57 stacks. This time in the game, last one was about 79. Actually, it was already past 80 by 19
Yeah, he's already past 80.
But it doesn't really matter when the rest of your team is just popping off so hard. So it is farming, so it is less souls.
Yeah, less souls for farming setup. Beanie doing great on the Wukong again this time. An even better matchup. And Tark was on the Nico, shows that they can also play a nasty Ahri as well. And it just looks like they have full map control. They're getting the picks whenever they want. And Rubber Ducky Gaming, despite the fact that they've basically just subbed in a whole new roster, it's not looking that much different from game number 1.
Yeah, and I think that's even more concerning, especially with only one more week to go before playoffs. Like, what roster, if you have this big of a lineup, what is your starting lineup going to be in these fights? Yeah, having lots of pieces makes it hard to prepare for your team, but, like, it's also hard to get that real match synergy as well for those players. So I wonder, like, what is going to end up being, I think that's going to be really the big story no matter what of this for Rubber Ducky Gaming, is what is going to be their starting lineup going forward, especially in playoffs. Like, you really need to solidify who is going to be your start.
Yeah, I think so. I do know, I mean, they're probably not going to play each other if they both go through. So, because it's just how the bracket's set up. But eventually they could meet down the line as well. And so a win here is going to be a nice confident booster for the playoffs, with what everyone's thinking in the back of their mind right now.
Yeah.
As Dupard, do not mess with this Cassante.
Oh, he's
Frozen Fist as well.
Yeah, he did try to mess with them, and now he's about to find. He messed around. He's gonna find out. Eddie's chasing him down. Meanwhile, Beanie here on the side gets a big ult onto Angel. They go for just huge ult as well. Pain gets the ult down, but here comes Lyric's ult as well. Diana is falling. This Bobo though is now scattered. It is gonna go down. Angel is gonna take him down. Pain gonna shut down the other side there with Beanie. They pushed a little too far into the turret and paid the price. RDG finally finds their moment, and this is the call. Time to go for the Baron here. Only 3 members of Fraud 5 alive. This should be pretty easy, but they do have a very low jungler.
This is a Hail Mary. It looks like they're going to be uncontested for now. Never mind PP coming in. Tark's going to try and make a hero play.
They're all getting pretty low, and here comes Andy as well. Andy Chef looking like he's going to do some cooking, and the cooking is going to be whoever he finds first. It's going to be Diana. No, Tark having to run. Budapart chasing him down. Lyric's going to pick up Diana there on the back as everyone's trying to chase down Tark, but here's Andy.
Oh, they could win this.
Yeah, they are going to win it. I think double kill going over to Lyric.
Oh.
Andy Chef now they're looking to try to maybe take down Lyric. Going to get the ult from him on Budapart, but Andy Chef is still on the hunt. He is trying to shred this team. Just Bobo looking, gets the stun onto Pain. He's going to stop his back there. Andy is just going to let Budapart go. He's going to just chase Pain down. Bobo will fall, but he did stop the backs. Pain is on the run, looking to try to get away, but Andy Chef is hunting, slowing, trying to stop the escape. The ult from Beanie's going to knock him up, and it's done. Beanie picks up the kill, and the Hail Mary comes up just on a gain of a yard, as only Budapart is going to keep the Baron, and 4 members of RDG fall.
Yeah, they get 1/5 the value that they were looking for. Couldn't make a clean exit, and it is due to Andy Chef as well as Tark holding the line for the rest of the team. Lyric to get a kill there. Andy Chef, though, might be doing a little bit of trolling here.
He might be. Oh, but Lyric has the ult and is going to keep running. Andy on the run is so tanky and so difficult to deal with. I mean, that's how they won that 3v5, was off of Andy just jumping people.
And they can't stop him with the shield push. It's just so strong into their comp here. All right, Dragon might not be theirs, but you know what? They're going to just go for it on the side of Fraudulent 5 here. They feeling it. They're feeling strong. They only have a 2k gold lead. This could be a throw. It looks like they're going to get positioned, though.
Yeah, they're going to put themselves in position. I actually think that RDG is going to be the one starting it up here instead, hoping they could maybe pull it to the bush, but Fraud 5 is here. Here comes Tark as well from the side, looking for an opportunity. Lyric.
Oh, the poke.
Yeah, the
They're not
poke is-
utilizing their Baron at all. This is a complete neutralization of the Baron.
Yeah, they're not going to use all. Tark is going to go for this turret here. Andy Chef looking for an engagement on the console, but they find it onto Lyric instead. Has to run away.
Kill.
Back is going to get shut down by the Tom Kench, but here's Tark as well. Pain getting low is going to fall. Angel here on the side gets taken out by Tark. It's now just a 2v4, and I don't think it's going to be anything much longer as both Budapard and Ordaro fall. A double kill for Andy Shep, an ace for Fraud 5, and the Dragon goes over to them.
They are gonna pick that up. A very nice team fight for them. They lose Lyric, who was victim to the unstoppable Vi and Yasuo combo, but guess what? Just dove a little too deep. They lost their damage. Angel eventually gets picked off by Tark, and in the end they ran out of DPS to win that fight. Beanie coming out full HP, Tark coming out full HP, Bobo surviving, and Andy Chef 5-1-5. Unkillable monster in game 1 and unkillable monster in game number 2 yet again. Just should we start calling him the Immortal, because it's looking like that is a great moniker.
Yeah. Oh, they stole the Dragon with that I mean, not Dragon, the red buff. They stole red buff with our Jinx around here.
Well, they get something.
Yeah, they got something out of it. Senna just gonna leave those souls. Oh, no, it gets 2 of them. So,
Senna leaving souls? Are you kidding me?
yeah,
They'd
5.
rather die.
Yeah, I know, right? I've traded my life for souls. I know.
Every Senna player has at one point in time trade their life for souls. And
gotta
sometimes they say to themselves, still worth it.
It always is. It's always worth it. Unless you've thrown the game, then it's your team's fault.
Because souls are forever.
Souls are forever. 5,000 goal lead almost for the side of Fraud 5. Looking in a very commanding position in this game. Just every time RDG tries to make something, whether it's this lineup or the previous lineup, it just feels like Fraud 5 is ready to counteract what they're doing.
Oh,
Console looking for
that was a nice
something.
dodge.
That was a good dodge. Now, Budapard.
What is this lane assignment, though? So they're sending Tark mid, and then they're sending their 80 carry top into the Garen. It's a weird assignment, I'm going to say.
Yeah, but I mean, if it worked, the Garen was running.
No, that's not the definition of this word. That's not the definition of this
For
word.
some
So they could just play 4-0-1 right now, and
They
they could
could.
get the last turrets. Mid is auto push, so you don't put someone there. And they would just clean up the entire map, because Andy Chef's so strong in an isolated 1v1 should be able to get the turrets. Or if they pull multiple members, that's a free topside inhib as well. So I'm not liking the macro here, but of course, I mean, they're still in a great spot.
Yeah,
I'm
I think they
I'm
just want to look for a
criticizing.
fight to end the game. Like, they know that it doesn't really matter what they
What
do
a
right now.
sloppy way to end the game. Just look for a fight.
Yeah.
Come on. I want to see some pristine macro. I want to see them win without a single kill from this point on. It's not going to happen, but that's what I'd like to see.
Fair enough. I mean, there's got to be one guaranteed at within 2 minutes, because Soul Point is up for Ocean Drake. RDG must fight for this. If they give this up, I'm like, it's just completely over. There is no hope if they give over Ocean Soul, especially to this Cassante. My goodness. Oh, Diana finds Beanie, but they're just gonna lightly slap each other and go, "Oh, hi there, friend," and walk away.
Friend or foe?
Wait. Whoa, whoa, wrong league, sir. Wrong league.
That was
Andy
supposed to
Chef.
be one of the ones that would that would go under the radar, because no one's gonna get that except us. But okay.
You think I'm just gonna let the jokes
Yes.
be subtle?
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
Never. You know what also isn't subtle? Budapard dying here to Andy Chef. He's on the run, forced to flash. And once again, Andy is just taking control of this side lane. The Pain has to come down now to try to deal with this, forcing now 2-2-1.
So they're doing a 2-2-1. Yeah. So this does leave them vulnerable to getting dove up here, as the Vi will scare them away. Looks like they're just going for the push, the 2-2-1 for the Baron, which is fine. They're just delaying the game. They could have cleaned this up, but they're going to just need to take that extra Baron, extra safety. Didn't want to disrupt anything up.
Yeah, they're just going to take it pretty casually. Vi is coming, but Andy is here. He just doesn't even care. Vi doesn't get to play this game. Vi gets to run away.
There we go.
Budapard. Now the next thing is just 30 seconds until Ocean Dragon. Get this wave pushing. Get this inhibitor.
I mean, you have Baron, just end the game.
You could just do that. I mean, if you don't want to just play the safe route.
So they're just gonna stack 5 members mid, force them to back.
Yeah,
Now they could rotate back to Dragon, or they could go for the win.
I think they're gonna go rotate to Dragon.
Yeah,
Take
it
the
looks
safer
like
play. Don't do what RDG did and just throw your Baron advantage away. They almost found console there. Angel walking forward, does need to be careful. Can't be that far from the front. Lyric is separated, but they're all gonna manage to get out. Fortunately,
It's
RDG.
risky for either team here.
Yeah, Andy's just trying to buy space here, just standing, trying to draw as many people. Yeah, and they're not.
All right, so they're not going for the Dragon.
They are going for an inhibitor. They want to just maximize this Baron value, even though the best
How much
value
range
is
does Senna have? Senna could hit this turret right here.
I don't think.
Oh, here we go.
We have the engage coming in from Diana and Pain onto Lyric. Lyrico gonna get out, but is going to eventually fall as Pain manages to pick up the kill. Beanie falling down here.
Oh,
4 people are dealing with Andy here in the front line. He's trying to run away. He's tanky, but he's not that tanky. Does manage to dodge over there, looking for Diana, maybe trying to pick something, but is gonna fall. Meanwhile, Pain here on the back bench he manages to keep building space as Angel picks up a kill in the Tark. It's a disaster for Fraud 5 as Bobo is on the run. Oh, he has to flash, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Doesn't get knocked up, but Diana is hunting him down. It seems like only a matter of time until Bobo falls. Oh, the stun isn't gonna matter, but it's charging out, and is actually gonna get away. Okay, so it does get away, but RDG is gonna take the Dragon here and manage to stave off defeat for just a little bit longer.
okay. So Lyric does get the unstoppable combo yet again. This time though, I mean, there just wasn't the peel. I'm really looking for Beanie to peel. Bobo's way better at engaging, especially like a re-engage. The Wukong peel against someone like the Vi and the Yasuo is extremely strong. And I didn't exactly see what happened on the other side of that fight because I was focused on Lyric, but it looked like Beanie kind of went for an engage, got blown up himself. And I mean, that team fight is exactly what RGD needed to get back into this game. They bought themselves 4 extra minutes. There's no Baron to take on the field right now. Inhib has respawned, and now it's looking like Fraud have made a huge mistake, and it's up to RDG if they can capitalize here to get back and make this a 1-in-1 series.
Yeah, Rubber Ducky Gaming making a nice play, getting all those kills, all that juicy gold. It's 2,000 gold difference, but at this point in the game, that's pretty negligible. If Andy finds Diana, so he's just gonna back up. He is very tanky, but at this point, the 80 carries are getting online. The damage is coming through, so isn't the unstoppable threat. Though you did see it did take them quite a while to kill him, but
Oh yeah.
they've got to be able to make kills elsewhere on the map at the same time. And I agree. I think that Bobo should be in the front line engaging. Wukong Beanie, while he only has one form of CC, it's a much more reliable form of CC to hit, especially on multiple targets. So you might as well just keep him in the back, use him to knock up and finish Pain off and Diana, and then just, be able to turn the fight. Let the Rel just tank in the front. That's really where she should be, I feel.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where you want the Rel. The one pushing the team fight, put the team forward. The Cassante could also do that similarly, but can also be a very good peel tool. Cassante does a little bit of everything in the kit. And so it's really on Beanie to peel for Lyric, and just wasn't there in that last fight.
Yeah. Now we'll have to see if they can position themselves ahead of this. Baron is going to be up in 1:40, 2:40 for the Ocean Dragon. Again, is still soul point for Fraud 5. They drag it out an extra minute before they start it, and it can prevent RDG from getting on it ahead of time. They could make this a trade option. Either they trade Baron for 1 dragon, or they take the soul and just give up the Baron. They can make that as a trade option. Would be good either way. I think Ocean Soul is just that powerful. We'll have to see what they do. Minute now until the Baron is up. They are getting in position to gain vision control of the area. We do see RDG trying to clear out vision as well. Everyone's jockeying. They know the importance of these objectives. And Andy just up there keeping the push going. trying to draw pressure, knows he can just show up whenever. Vudapard on the bottom side trying to split. Could teleport in, but without wards, doesn't really have a lot of good close options if a fight breaks out.
Yeah, but this is gonna bring someone down, and you don't want a TP down there. It looks like Tark's gonna walk all the way down that bot side. This might be enough time for the Garen to get enough damage, and it's looking like that's the case.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to
3
get this.
Grub's gonna help out here, and again, another macro mistake from the side of Frauds.
Yeah, just gotta have someone match the Garen. Garen may be
I mean,
behind.
Andy could just match on the opposite side. He has TP.
Yeah, he absolutely could. I really think, I agree, Andy should be down here. It's not really getting the pressure on that turret. So now RDG moves into position to reclaim vision control and vision territory. They are getting pushed out. The Baron has spawned. Beanie taking quite a bit of poke right there. It needs to back up. Doesn't want to take any damage from the Baron. It's Vudapard and Tark kind of go at it. They both do have teleports. They both could join if needed.
Oh, but the Garen can threaten the Ahri.
Yes, he can. He goes flashing forward, silences up Tark, and Tark is forced to dash away. He's not going to really be able to probably be in this fight as Andy is now trying to buy space. Angel moving forward here. Lyric is going to root her up. They are trying to burn this Baron down. I don't know if they're going to be able to without Diana getting
is
in
risky.
here. Yeah, Andy's buying a
Diana
lot of
can
space
steal.
coming on the side. Hits the unstoppable, hits a big hit. Gets the massive ult from Lyric right there. As the fight does break out, Pain looking to get onto Beanie. Lyric on the side, not even able to really poke at anybody. Pain gonna take Beanie down. The Vudapard comes in on the side of the teleport, and they do manage to pick up a double kill for Pain. Andy on the run, trying to get out, but he's just rooted up. Angel's gonna pick up that kill. Fraud 5 commanding position in this game is just completely gone now as they lose that fight. RDG's gonna pick up the Baron. The Dragon is up too. They're probably gonna go get that and force a fight for the next Dragon afterwards. Oh, but they are gonna back. Still 20
Raptor.
seconds.
Raptor, we completely written this game off for RDG, but they are making a miracle comeback right here. Tark gonna do their darndest to stop it, but the damage has already been done right after. They've got themselves tied up in the Dragons. The map state has been recovered. They're no longer lost their inhibs. These team fights are going absolutely horrendously for the side of Fraud.
They
And
are.
now Lyric has expended all sums. So for the next fight, if the unstoppable combo is going to happen, Lyric has no defenses outside of other teammates in this game. And so Lyric is very squishy, very killable here. And if Fraud want to reclaim this victory that's being stolen from them as we speak, they're going to need to shape up their macro. They're going to need to shape up their team fights, because right now it looks like they're extremely lost.
Yeah, and Tark getting pushed out of that fight just made it so much worse. Losing in that side lane to Vudapard, wasn't able to be part of that fight. I feel like they're just splitting these fights really bad now ever since that fight in the bottom lane. When we saw earlier, they were winning fights when they were close together, when they were when they really established lines, and they were the ones trying to split someone off and take them out. They're now just, they're trying to fight these messy fights when really a front to back is their best option. Vudapard's going to take down this top turret, only one outer turret remaining. Still Tark trying to play this split with Vudapard. Andy, though, I will bring up, is on this this inhibitor turret, forcing the double back out of the side of RDG. So they're at least lowering pressure. That turret will fall. The base is cracked in another side. And another moment. This game, very, very close. When it was looking all but a foregone conclusion, it was over just a couple minutes ago. Now Beanie and Andy trying to buy space. This Dragon will be up in 3 minutes. This will be soul for whoever claims it. RDG hasn't been able to get the last two, but will they be able to hold the position and find it here? I feel like we got to see Tark do what we saw him do right after that Baron. He's got to pick out Angel. They've got to take out the Jinx.
I mean, they could play front to back. They need to protect Lyric, who's been woefully unprotected. In all the fights leading up to the losses, they were engaging on Diana. and they were taking out the engage tool from RDG. If Diana goes down, they can't even get on top of Lyric. It's going to be impossible. And that just hasn't happened. I don't know if they gun shy pulling the trigger. They could have Rel engage onto Vi. I mean, if Beanie's on Vi, then he doesn't need to peel. I just don't see what the reason is for their change of team fighting here. And it's really, really hurting them in this end game, this end state here, because this is an even map. It's even across the board in terms of gold. Yeah, Lyric has scaling factor, but so does Angel.
Well, we are only a minute 50 up. Kill the dragon. We're just kind of jogging position around here, trying to get vision. Andy getting engaged on by Budapard.
3 damage.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a tanky boy right there.
He is very tanky. I think his health regeneration.
I mean, they're all AD on the side of RDG. This is full armor.
Yeah, full armor Andy Chef. What's he cooking? He's cooking armor. As they are pushing forward, they are getting a little bit more space to work with. Angel taking some damage. Got to be careful. You do not want to walk up if you're Jinx, even with those chompers there. Tark lands one charm, it's done. You're dead.
I'd like to see Andy Chef on the side lane, but it looks like they're just going to look for picks here. Dupard is extremely fast on the Garen, can also get rid of a slow. Hard to catch. Just not activating on the side lanes. It looks like Fraud are going to try to rely on their team fighting. It looks like a heavy over-reliance to me. I think they want to spread the map because their pick comp, you want to pick them apart. And right now, you're just allowing them to group. Can you still find an angle? Yes, it looks like you can, but it just makes it more difficult.
Yeah. And after getting all that vision, the rest of Fraud 5 just backs up.
Andy Chef all alone. There is literally no one here.
There is Beanie on the side, but I don't think he's going to be able to save
As I said, there is no... I'm just kidding. Junglers are so often forgotten here, as the full control going down. 20 seconds, though, there's going to be at least one more wave. I think Fraud can threaten an end. It looks like they're not going to.
Yeah, Beanie, though, getting caught here is forced
no
to
clone.
flash. And no clones. And
Wait,
they
Lyric's
have
getting flanked.
Yeah, Budapard is on the back here, though. He is separated out as Andy goes in onto Diana. Lyric, though, getting caught out.
Peel.
Charm, beautiful charm from Tark right there. The ult from the Senna, though, is not going to be enough. They are going to take down Budapard. Andy Chef on the back here.
Oh, Andy.
To this Jinx, he can't get to her. Angel's shield does pop. And now the rest of Fraud 5 is here. The battle is continuing. Ordaro is going to get shut down by Lyric. The rocket comes out from Angel. Angel just juking onto multiple people as she can. Andy still trying to chase her, but isn't going to catch her. They're going to take Console Diana as the consolation prize. And that is going to finally be Fraud winning a fight and taking this dragon, finally getting that soul they've been so desperate to try to get. And, you know, they finally found the fight they were looking for.
It looks like they're not going to be able to get any inhibs off of this. But as we're talking about, they got the fight. Lyric, untouched in that fight, did not die to the likes of Depard, Diana, or Pain. The clutch save from Tark to charm Dupard as they went in onto Lyric saved that team fight. So clutch play coming up from Tark there. And now they got themselves that soul, which is a nice bump in stats. Andy Chef probably going to be the biggest benefactor, followed by Beanie, these champions who could really stay in the fight and heal. They don't have full control, but they do have some. This is melting. They are going to pick up the Baron.
Yeah, like the rocket is really the only attempt to steal here. I don't see it coming. It's not going to be there in time. Baron going over to Fraud 5. Baron, Ocean Soul. I think if you're Fraud 5, if I'm them, I just try to march this down, look for a fight, and win the game. But still got to be careful. We still have to see Console Diana and Pain be a threat. Vudapard over here on the side here, also looking for an opportunity to flank again. Lyric just has to really be careful, really stay back, and let his front line do the talking for him, for the team of, hey, we're here, we're asserting. If you want to come through here, you're going to have to go through us, even with the Vial. Lyric walks forward. Shield is popped, so will not be immune to a Vial if it does come through, at least for the next 40 seconds. Inhibitor is falling so fast for the side of Fraud 5. Now they're moving over to the second one. They just want to break every little part of the base they can. It's going to go down almost instantly. And now they're just going to see to get out of this, walking together towards the mid side. I don't know if that was, if you could probably all walk out the back, but I think they do want to maybe stop. Fight might break out here. Andy Shep looking like he's hungry for a fight.
These rockets don't do any damage to this.
He
And that's
doesn't-
with an LVR.
Well, look how much armor he has. He doesn't even have boots. He sold his boots as the fight does break out.
Oh, they engage!
Just Bobo. Lyric gets a massive ult as well. Gonna take out Console Diana there. Neo on the backside. Angel is being kited by Beanie. Beanie will eventually fall into the resurrection, but the turret is gonna fall around the Nexus. Budapard trying to buy some space. Beanie will go down. Budapard, though, will also fall. And so will the Cassante. Now it's just 3v2. Angel cannot get the kill going. Golden Tarks manages to keep it alive. And now it's just Ordaro versus all of Fraud, remains of Fraud 5. Not going to be enough. And Fraud 5 is going to take game number 2 and lock themselves, I think, at this point into second place.
All right, guaranteed second place, but they can shoot for the stars here. Fraudulent 5, not so fraudulent in this game as well. They showed some tremendous resilience, and they really did fix their team fighting at the end. They did pick it up. Lyric was able to do damage in the last couple of fights, not getting instant gibbed every single time. And it was turned into a nice clutch scenario. However, there was no need for a clutch scenario in the first place. That is a weakness that they are going to have to fix at the, for Fraud if they want to make a deep run in playoffs. You are not allowed to throw leads that big if you want to be a Titan champion, because that is not something other teams are going to let slip by them here, Raptor. But it was a great performance overall, and just due to everything, it was a great 45-minute banger at the end, finishing right at the dot. So great showing from your players. You did have a few hiccups, and I mean, your team looks amazing in Group B.
Yeah, and for the side of Rubber Ducky Gaming, though, we saw them making a bit of a comeback there in that second game. So good to see that that this lineup can fight back. But like we questioned earlier, like they've really got to figure out who their starting 5 are going to be, and also I don't know. I just feel like there was a lot to work on with both. It's hard to really judge the team as a whole because each team only played one game. We haven't seen them adapt with drafts and such as individuals. But I like for this lineup, I want to see a little bit. I would want to see more focus on the early game. I feel like they kind of let that slip through a little bit. But also for the last lineup on just their pick and ban, it feels like all their lineups have something a little bit to work on. And you really got to get that sorted out. You got 1 week left, one final week to get this all figured out, and then it's playoff time. And once that starts, like you're just in the thick of it.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of time to work on things. You have your opponent every week, and it's going to be a full-on best of 5. And you got to be ready to brawl there. And so for Group B, Fraud can aim for that top position, of course. Really going to be down to what happens for the rest of this day. Rubber Ducky Gaming, I think that their chances have been, thrown up in the air just a bit. They're not out of it, of course, and they definitely have a chance to get themselves through. But this is not the loss that you wanted to have today.
Yeah, I agree. But it's good to have a loss in the regular season than the playoffs, so it's a good learning opportunity. That's all that matters at the end of the day. But I know, we always like to end with who we think our MVP of the series is. I feel like unquestionably it's got to be Andy.
Yeah, I think Andy did good. Would like to see more side laning from them. Tark, the last. So in terms of like making the best plays, Tark made the best plays overall. But Andy was like a very nice, constant benefit for the side of Fraud. So that's making it very difficult to me because they were so clutch. Tark was so clutch, but Andy was just a nice like rock that you could rely on in that top side.
I agree. I could see the argument for Tark as well. I think both of them had very good games, a very good series overall. But let us know what you guys all think in the chat. We would love to hear what you guys are thinking. Even also over in the Discord, check out the Tiny Sports Discord, and let us know in the chat who do you think is your MVP. But that does it from us all today. Thank you all so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And we
Oh,
appreciate.
I think we have an interview coming up actually.
Oh, we
after.
do. We do have an interview. I'm so sorry. We, you're all good. We've got an interview coming up, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I just gotta wait for Sims to pull these guys.
All
Okay.
good.
All right. Nice production. I liked a lot of the new stuff. So
I do too.
Looks cool.
Yeah, Chris did a good job with it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was this in FOF? Every time I see him, every time he does something new, like, where was this in FOF? Brings holograms one day. Where was this? We didn't have them yet. Where was it? Where was it, Chris? Holding out on us. All right, guys. You guys have a good rest of your night.
Yep, you too.
Later.
All right. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Whoops. Yep, see ya. Peace. Yep, I forgot the thing had the thing. Oh, all right. Okay, there the two of you are. Okay, so we're muted now. Gonna unmute here in a second. Let's see. I've got Lyric and Bobo, right? Perfect. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and unmute and get going. All right. Hello, everybody. This is Northward. I've got the Fraudulent 5 bot lane with me, Lyric and Bobo. Congrats on the win, guys. It was a big win. Both of the teams at 4-1. You guys go ahead and move up to 5-1. What were your thoughts on the series?
I guess from an ADC perspective, that was one of the easiest games I played in my life. like I don't know. Game 1, I don't know what they were doing. Game 2, they sort of had an idea what they were doing, but then just folded, I guess. So yeah, that's my perspective.
From support on game 1, they let me get the highest CS in the game as Tom Kench against an Ashe, so that was lit. And game 2, I was just an Arbot. Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works. So a win is a win. We don't question it too much. But were there any surprises with kind of they had 3 subs in game 1 and then come into game 2 and all of a sudden they've got the main roster back? Did that throw you guys for any? Obviously not, but was that something that you guys had to draft differently, or did you guys do anything different because of those subs?
We were absolutely lost. The second we went into Jam Select.
Yeah, hella lost in the sauce. We weren't expecting them to full roster swap.
Yeah, we didn't expect them to full roster swap, and then we're like, wait a minute, what do we ban now?
Wait, so you guys didn't know they had subs until you got into draft? Oh, yeah, that's amazing. That's a great feeling. So, okay, awesome. So it seems that you guys adapted well, obviously, taking the 2-0. Is there somebody on the team that you got to give MVP to?
I would say the jungler, but nah, not really.
Oh, just the bot lane diff?
Akapal was a little better. I'm just gonna...
I think no, I think Turk played really well game 2. Game 1 he got his champ pool got extremely pinched, and then game 2 we're like, okay, we're probably picking the Ari first side. And he performed a lot better on the Ari.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, he just ran that. Honestly, I'd probably have to give it to mid as well.
Okay. 2 votes
Yeah.
for mid. That was I mean, popped off. You know, dropped the 10 kill, 10 assists. So call it a double double or something like that. But so I mean, obviously, you know, you guys go ahead and get the 5-1. Really set up well for playoffs. You know, what are your guys' thoughts and how, you know, what's the goal moving forward? How do you guys think you guys are gonna do coming when it comes to playoffs?
I didn't even realize we were 5-1. I am not the draft person.
I'm gonna be honest. I was told that I'm playing tonight at 8 p.m. That's all the information I got. I heard that I was facing Drake's team, so I just wanted it. It's very good every time I get to put Drake in his place. So
Okay, so it was personal. It was personal. It's not about the standings. It was a personal rivalry for you.
yeah.
Cool. Same for me. For Taitam on their team and the first game, who was Braum. I'm in Monkey server with Taitam.
Okay, so we just had a bunch of beefs getting settled in the Rift today. That's what this was.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, one last question for you guys. Anything you guys want to say to the fans, the supporters, the haters? Since it sounds like you guys got a lot of haters out there. Like,
Everyone is correct. Beanie is a fraud.
Everyone's trash. Let's try to make NA better by actually playing the video game how it's supposed to be played.
okay, some fighting words. I almost wish we could have done this before the match and then gotten to see you guys like slug it out after all this trash talk. But no, awesome. Anything else you guys want to say to the stream?
Good night. Live long and prosper.
I'm just happy I didn't fall asleep in draft.
No, we love it. But no, that is gonna be it for us here at Titan today. We will be back next week with another round of Conqueror gameplay, and come back and tune in tomorrow for some more games. So with that, we will leave you with that. So good night, everybody.
watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. You never know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.